Can't wait to hear about kickers.
Well, really no change from yesterday. We don't kick field goals, on Thursday. We're going to take Kyle out there tomorrow. We usually wouldn't do it, but because he hasn't kicked all week, we'll test him out a little bit tomorrow and see where he's at, and then set the depth chart tomorrow night when we get to the hotel. I'm confident that whoever we have in there we're going to ask him to do what they'll be capable of doing. So I think we'll have success when we use them.
What's your biggest concern with Syracuse's offense?
They make you defend the entire field. They make you defend the width of the field. They have enough vertical passing game to make you defend the depth of the field. And they do a good job running the football. Their running backs are dangerous. They're physical up front. I think they're very balanced offensive attack, and I think they've got a guy with the ball in his hands at quarterback who understands how to distribute it. He's played a lot of football at this level. Seasoned, experienced winner that they have. So, anytime you play against an experienced quarterback, they can always give you problems.
Kyle, in the past couple of years, you guys have always tinkered with finding the offensive line combination. You always wanted to settle on 5 or 6. What has it meant to be able to do that?
I think it gives you an opportunity to get better. I think it gives us an opportunity to get better each week, to build some continuity, to allow those guys to build some bonding between each other. I remember, the 06 line, which was our best group here. Pedro and Mike, they played next to each other for quite a bit. Jeremy and Cam, they played next to each other quite a bit, and we had that. We were fortunate to stay healthy. That sometimes you don't have control over it, but I do think it gives them an opportunity to bond with each other and to gain familiarity with each other as they play. And I think over the course of time, it makes them better. Has been back all week. The defensive linemen, we're not gonna get them back. So we've made the adjustments there. Unfortunately, we've got depth, and everywhere else, I think we're about as healthy as anybody this time of year.
Is it strange at all knowing this is going to be the last time you guys face Syracuse as a conference opponent?
I think it's unfortunate, but it's the reality of college football these days. The change is the new norm, and things are moving all the time. It seems like in college football, and we probably have not seen the end of it yet. So this might not be the last opponent that this could happen with.
Kyle, would you want to continue a series with them, or do you not look at stuff like that?
I let Tim handle that kind of stuff. I do think in general, college football is best when it's regional. I just don't know if that's reality anymore. If that can happen.
Beyond your place kicking situation, is this a game you hope to be able to take advantage of special teams, given their low rankings, net punting, net kickoff returns, things of that nature?
If we can be consistent in our punting, I think there'll be an opportunity there for us. We'll see how that plays out with the game. They have the number one kickoff coverage unit in our conference. We have the number one kickoff return unit in our conference. I think that's a great matchup in the game, and something that's going to be critical, to the drive start. So in every game, we want special teams to be our advantage. We spend a lot of time preparing for it, a lot of time in our practice schedule doing it. I don't know that we're unique in that, but we do it here, and it's important to us. So hopefully we see it every week as something that should help us win the game, not just something that should change field.
Plus, it played such a critical role last year. I think you blocked the field goal, an extra point, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We actually returned the field goal for a touchdown and got called back on us, unfortunately. But the block kicks certainly have a big effect on the game, and we're going to be aggressive trying to do that.
Got time for 2 more?
Just talk a little bit about Scott Below and that streak, 43 straight games. Is that something that teammates feed off of?
Scott will be one of our game captains this week, like we did with Duran last week, and it really makes me happy to do that. He's somebody who plays a tremendous leadership role on our team and has for a long time. That streak is a very impressive streak because the position he plays, there's a lot of wear and tear on your body, and as you've seen already this year, we've lost a couple of defensive linemen. It's not easy to do that week in and week out as line up inside, whether it's the 3 technique or the nose. It's a lot of pounding. You got to be a tough guy. And as I've said in the past, Scott Vallone sets the standard for toughness with our people up front.
Kyle, what have you seen out of Chase Dodd in the last month or so since you decided to go with Gary?
I see a guy who's ready to go. I see a guy who prepares every week as if he's the starter. And given the opportunity, we have tremendous amount of confidence.
Was somebody special at practice today?
We did. We had a special visit today from Pat Kivlahan. He's back from his minor league assignment, and we're really proud of him as a Rutgers football player, even though he's moved on to his baseball career. And we're excited that he came back and had a chance to talk to the team, talk to some of the younger guys that he didn't know, and he said he's going to be here Saturday for the game, so that'll be neat to have him around.